Hazy sun, scattered clouds, and breezy on Thursday with a stray shower still possible. Good Wednesday night, Valentine's Day night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. We can see from the Ultimate Doppler radar things are quiet. We expect it to be quiet when you have virtually clear skies. The Ultimate Doppler radar presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. If you're in need of a new set of tires, maybe you need help with your brakes or an oil change, they can help you out with 5 convenient locations. Check them out at madlocktireservice.com. By the way, as we look at the clouds and the radar, looks like most of the activity is well on the top of this screen up toward Illinois, perhaps into Iowa, where they may still be getting some snow showers or rain showers. But the high temperature today was nice, 1 degree warmer than I thought we'd reach. I thought 59 was reasonable. We hit 60. And that occurred just before 5 p.m. today at 4:58. And, of course, the record high 75 from 1949 was -10 on this date a long time ago back in the 1800s. By the way, 62 was the high today in Oak Ridge. If you were in the low 60s, you might have been in Athens or Sevierville. They were at 61. It was 57 today in Crossville and 57 in Morristown, just to give you a sample of high temperatures today. Middlesboro, La Follette, also in the low 60s today. 65 was the high in Nashville. I suspect we'll be easily at 62 tomorrow, again with more sunshine, but some scattered clouds will begin to increase as the day wears on, and I'm expecting wind gusts to pick up 25 to 30, and maybe a little bit higher on hilltops during the course of the midday hours. We're talking about 11 p.m. to 2 p.m. That may be the breeziest time of the day with this approaching front. But so stray showers, we'll say that generously, just emphasis on stray, will be possible Thursday. I'd say a 10% chance or less. Spotty rain on Friday, 20% chance, but that increases later Friday night. So once it gets dark, and that's the big event, we'll have an 80% chance of precipitation. I think most of it may start off as rain, but it could end as wet snow. Oh, come on. Really? I'll show you. I'll even show you. There may even be some really modest, some snow accumulations in the valley. Possible. I'll talk about that, but wet snow and rain, I'll give you some samples here in just a moment. Temperature right now, as of the 8 o'clock hour, 56 I should say, in Atlanta, 58 in New Orleans and Houston. They're in the low 60s in Dallas, so there's clearly some warm air to be found across the south and west, but there are 15 in Caribou and 20 in Billings, Montana, so there is some cold air that's just lurking up to the north and east and to the north and west. But those purple areas typically represent single-digit wind chills and highs in the teens and 20s. So it kind of lines up where things are now. But the arrows do change, just like the tide at the ocean, at the beach. So we'll see some colder air coming in on Friday night. There's Saturday morning at 3 a.m. You can see it gets colder. Watch this. Boom. It gets cold enough aloft at 5,000 feet. We may see some support for some wet snow. And the coldest air, purple, up toward Michigan and the Great Lakes at 7:30 on Saturday. Now, it's a cold weekend because Saturday we're lucky to reach 44 for a high when the normal high is 53. So that's about 9 degrees below normal. It looks cold for most of the day on Saturday. Still pretty chilly, upper 40s on Sunday. But then once we move into the latter part of the month, we're talking about the 20th. Let's see, a little warm spell there. Oh, and then another cold round. It comes and goes. But there's the 23rd. Maybe we get a little bit of snow opportunity by that last weekend in February. And I find this fascinating when you can see some spin. Look at the spin in St. Louis. When you see spin, that's a little low, right? If you got cold air upstairs, a little bit of a spin, maybe we get a good snowmaker. Could. Anything's possible. Look at the spin in St. Louis. Does it come to Knoxville? I think it does. What day is that? That's the 28th. Oh, there's some spin. Oh, that means we could have a precipitation maker that's cold enough for snow. You do the math. That means there's still winter left. We're not done with winter. Not by any stretch. You can be teased with some 60s, but then eventually this old man winter wants to come back and may continue right into the month of March. We're talking about it ad nauseum, at length, in detail, on the Captain Accurate Premium site on Facebook. If you're interested in knowing what's going to happen, we are breaking that down day by day, each and every afternoon and evening. By the way, you can see the Storm Prediction Center, our friends at the SPC, has nothing in the lower 48 on Thursday. So things look pretty quiet weather-wise. No severe weather, no thunderstorms illustrated here, but there are some general thunderstorms in light green between Dallas, Little Rock, and Memphis during the course of Friday. Really, it's kind of Tyler, Texas, and Shreveport, and Pine Bluff, and Memphis. So those areas might have some thunderstorms on Friday. Outside of that, we're pretty quiet. There's a warm front that's draping across the Commonwealth of Kentucky, 11 o'clock tonight. We slide into 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, a couple of showers up toward the far west, and if we saw a sprinkle in southeast Kentucky, a stray shower, wouldn't surprise me. There's just not a lot of moisture there. And that front, as you can see by 5 o'clock, brings a few showers into the mountains of West Virginia. So it's pretty slim pickings for rain tomorrow, but I didn't want to remove it entirely, 10% or less. Once we move into Thursday night, Friday, another round of some spotty rain. You can see that front draped across Knoxville, and that front will help initiate a few more showers, so we'll leave a 20% chance of rain Friday by day, and then Friday night it'll pick up to about 80% because you can see, whoa, look at those. There might be some downpours in red, and maybe that's changing over. Maybe there's some cold air behind that front that would suggest it's going to change over to snow, and I think that's the case. If you need evidence, let me show you. That takes you to what, 7:30? I think that's 7. Yeah, there's 9:30. Let me just show you what this could possibly show, because it shows a little bit of blue there, but I don't think that does it justice. This is just one model, don't you know? There are many other models like there are breakfast cereals at the grocery store. This one puts about almost 3/4 of an inch of snow, Knoxville, and really heavy snow in parts of West Virginia, right through the 26th. So again, a lot of this could change. It went from 0.7, 0.6. We can't even make its mind. These models are constantly in search of the answer. They're constantly being run every 3 to 6 hours on average, right? Every couple of hours we get new data. And it's like every time we're going to look at the data and say, ooh, what's it going to show? I can tell you it's going to be based on those 3 T's, the temperature, the track, and the timing. And if it's not all aligned, then it's just going to be maybe a nothing burger for us on Friday night, Saturday. But don't put your guard down if you're in parts of the plateau, talking northern plateau like La Follette or Oneida or even Jamestown. You might find maybe an inch. It's a possibility. We'll keep an eye on that. But that's just snow potential going into the next couple of days. And, of course, the one we'll be watching most closely is this Friday night and into Saturday morning. By the way, tonight, down to 35. Plenty of stars. It's chilly, but it's romantic. It's Valentine's Day night, everybody. Come on, let's face it. It's romantic. And temperatures are on the chilly side, 33 in Morristown, 36 for a low in Kingston, 36 for a low in Maryville when you wake up tomorrow morning. Not quite as cold as it was this morning, because this morning we were a lot colder. We're down to what I believe was like 32 or so. 30 degrees, I believe, was the low temperature in Knoxville. But by the way, you can see hazy sunshine clouds, breezy with a stray shower, winds gusting 25 to 30 tomorrow. High temperature in Wartburg, 60 in Morristown, and 62 in Knoxville. Those are my expected highs for tomorrow. Generally low 60s. Some areas in the Southern Valley may reach the mid 60s. But here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. 59 on Friday. 44 on Saturday. Of course, President's Day is this Monday. Saturday is the coldest day, 44. Sunday is 49, but President's Day is Monday, and we will be warming back up. After the 20s in the morning, 27, we'll warm back up to about 55. And like I said, much like the tide, you can't necessarily just say that if you go to the beach at 7 in the morning, and then you write a postcard to somebody or a letter, hey, the water here is really low. Somebody goes there in the afternoon, it's a totally different experience. And that's why I'm saying this is going to keep changing, going back and forth right into March. And that's why I think it's going to be a very interesting winter for what's left of it anyway. Still to come. Anyway, my name is David Aldrich. Before I get to that, I want to just give you an idea. If you haven't downloaded the free Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic, hopefully you'll do so. It's all easy to do. Just go to the App Store, Google Play, search the 2 words Captain Accurate. You get Pete Michaels Traffic reports here locally. Plus you get weather alerts in real time, all the National Weather Service, plus 3 extra Barron alerts, which are second to none. And I think you'll be impressed with that app. It also works on your iPad. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.